Good day children, Sai Ram and welcome back to our next session of this lesson, that is chapter number 10, Urbanization. In our previous session we have learned about the various reasons for urbanization. Which are the various reasons for urbanization we have learned children? Yes, correct. Industrialization, then trade, okay, then what we have learned? Transport and communication, then we have learned about migration. Then what else we have learned? Yes, correct. Mechanization and technology. Okay, we have seen how industrialization, because of industrialization, places like Mumbai, which were previously only a Koliwadas, okay, were turned into a urban area or metropolitan city. Okay, we have seen about that. Due to industrialization, urbanization had taken place. Then about trade also we have learned. Okay, just because of the location of Nagpur, central location of Nagpur, okay, it facilitated trade. Okay, and just because of this, what had happened? Nagpur had become a urban area. So trade also facilitated industrialization. That we have learned. Then the next thing what we have learned? Mechanization and technology. Okay, that means we have learned that modern means of machines, okay, then our technology had increased not only in the field of agriculture but in the field of various other occupations. Okay, in just as we know, India is a country, agricultural country. Okay, the main thing, that is agriculture, which is the occupation of India, there also machines began to be used. And just because of this also, because of mechanization and technology, what happened? More and more work was handled by the machines now. Okay, so only a few people was necessary to handle the agriculture. So many of the people, they left the agriculture and they could go out to the cities to find some other work. Okay, so what happened? The agricultural field needed lesser people now, and the extra people would now go to some other occupation and do some other work. Okay, that is what we have learned. Just because of mechanization and technology, people had become more free now from the hard labor work of agriculture. Okay, we have learned about the use of the tractor, the threshing machine. Okay, these are the various equipments we needed. Okay, then irrigation facility. These are the various these are the various mechanization and technology introduced in agriculture. Okay, that we have learned. The next thing what we have learned is transport and communication. Just because of transport and communication, what happened? Now it had become very much easier for the people to communicate with each other. Okay, to transport from one place to the other in search of good opportunities, good jobs, good careers. Okay, for that reason, transport and communication also became the main cause of urbanization. Okay, then the last thing is about the migration. Even the migration was the, we can say, major cause of urbanization. Okay, migration was the major cause of urbanization. Okay, and then we have also learned about the types of migration, that is rural to rural, then rural to urban, urban to urban. Okay, these are the various types of migration we have learned. Okay, this is what we have learned in our previous lecture. Then lastly, I told you about the effects of urbanization. What are the effects of urbanization? That also I explained to you. First of all, a characteristic of a particular place changes on a large scale. Okay, a small village which was not identified, hardly identified by any people, now it becomes famous all over the country. Okay, so that means the characteristic of that region has changed largely. Not only this, the land which was used for agriculture previously, now it has been used for industries and residential areas. So we can say difference in the land use. Previously it was used for agriculture, then it was used for industries or residential areas. Now, as I told you in the previous lecture only, as there are many advantages of urbanization, so are disadvantages of urbanization. So now let's learn in detail in this lecture what are the advantages and disadvantages of urbanization. Okay, so firstly we'll start with our advantages. Our first advantage is social harmony. Okay, social harmony. Then we have modernization. Okay, these are the advantages I am talking about. Firstly, we'll talk about is the social harmony. How does social harmony takes place? Just because a particular place has increased its secondary, tertiary and quaternary occupations, more and more people are attracted towards that place. As we have already learned, okay, with increase in secondary, tertiary and quaternary occupation, the economic activity of that particular place increases very rapidly, and just because of that, area also grows very much rapidly. The place which was a very small village, okay, now it has become a bigger place. Okay, so this is the we can say industrialization effect, okay, or urbanization effect on a particular place. Then when more and more people are coming towards that place, okay, because of these opportunities what they are getting, that is social secondary occupation, tertiary occupation, okay, in order to get more and more money, okay, people are attracted towards this place. And when people are attracted towards this place, there are many people, we can say the people of different languages, of different religions, okay, are attracted towards this place. So what happens when these people come and stay together in one city, in a place, in a city, okay, that time what happens, there is an exchange of cultural and social customs. Okay, whatever culture is there, they start sharing with each other. Okay, for example, festivals and all. Okay, they celebrate each other's festival, they enjoy with themselves, they share with each other. Okay, so in this way, a social harmony is created. Okay, cultural and social customs and traditions are exchanged. Many of the traditions, the way of wearing the clothes and all, they exchange with each other. Okay, the culture they exchange with each other. What type of festivals they celebrate, they share with each other. Okay, so you all must be knowing, as you all are always also staying in Mumbai, in a city, in a Mumbai city, you all must be knowing how we share each other's culture and social customs. Okay, then people from different parts, they come together and live in the cities, which creates social harmony. Okay, just because of this togetherness, what happens, social harmony is created. I hope children you all have understood how social harmony is the advantage of urbanization. Okay, next, modernization. Now how does modernization takes place? As more and more people are attracted towards the urban cities, in hope of getting a good job, and when they are getting a good job, what will happen? They want a good standard of living. Okay, so here then modernization comes into picture. In cities, people from different areas migrate, and their skills, their wisdom, okay, or their knowledge is exchanged. Okay, when people are coming together, not only their cultural and social customs and traditions are exchanged, but also they even share their wisdom, their skills and knowledge. And just because of this, more and more industries are put up, more and more businesses are coming up. Okay, new projects come up, just because of the new ideas that are coming into the minds of the various people who are coming and staying in the city area. Then the urban settlement get an advantage of these new ideas. How? Updated technologies come up, okay, and technological facilities, these are all leads to what happens, improvement in standard of living. Okay, just because of this, new ideas come up, new projects come up, okay, new industries come up, businesses come up, and just because of this only, this becomes an advantage for the urban area. Okay, because people need more and more technologies to improve their standard of living. So this is how modernization takes place. Okay, just because of urbanization, social harmony takes place. Just because of urbanization, modernization is also taking place. That's all for today. The remaining part of the lesson we'll do in the next lecture. Till then, thank you children.